Hello, it's Jonah here. This is another episode of Jonah Talks Education. I'm going to be talking about 7 key steps for setting academic goals for your child. Now, goal setting is a key element that enables success in life in generally. If you don't set goals, you're not able to achieve what you seek to achieve. So today I'm going to be talking about setting academic goals for your children because it's essential to their growth and development, and this often makes the difference between the students that achieve and those who do not achieve. Okay, so number one thing you need to know is specificity. What that simply means is you've got to determine the goals you would like to set to ensure that these goals are clear to your child, they're specific, and they are measurable. Depending on their age or year group, there are examples of goals that you can set. So number one, for example, you can set a goal to improve their grades or test scores, e.g. increase maths grade from 6 to 8 in 4 months. Okay, so that's having really specific goals. You can set a goal for them to improve their test scores to maybe 75%. You can set a goal to improve reading skills. You can set a goal to achieve success or a pass in a certain exam. Goals are really, really important. So the first thing is specificity, which means be specific about the goal that you want your child to achieve. The second thing is set realistic and attainable goals. So the goals should be realistic and attainable. Now, they should be challenging goals, but they should be goals that your child can achieve. Okay, you need to consider your child's abilities, their interest, and their current academic performance. There's no point setting a goal for a child who is currently on a grade 5 to maybe achieve a grade 9 within 2 months, because that's not going to be realistic. It's got to be incremental. It's got to challenge them and stretch them, but it's got to be incremental goals. Okay, so make sure it's realistic and is attainable. The third thing is make sure the goals are time bound, so there's specific time. Establish a timeline for achieving these goals. Okay, it gives you a framework to be able to track and measure their progress. So, for example, you can say, I want you to move 1 grade in this term, and the term will be 3 to 4 months. That gives it a specific time. It also gives you the ability to have time to review their goals and what they're doing. Okay, so number 4, involvement of the child. You see, the days are gone when a parent will say, I want you to do X, Y, Z and just get along with it. I think that you need to get your children involved in the process. And you might think they're very young. Yes, but getting them involved, talking with them about the goal really actually helps the child to own that process and to want to do well. Okay, do not set goals without involving your child in the process. You see, this is going to promote their ownership. It's going to promote their motivation and a sense of responsibility to be able to achieve the aspirations and the goals that you've set. Okay, so make sure you sit down with your child and say, come on, we're going to set a goal for your studies, for your academics, and explain to them why you're doing it and what you intend to achieve through doing that process, and get them involved, because ultimately, if they're involved and they own the process, they're going to definitely want to do it and do well. Number 5 is have a clear action plan. So it's one thing to set goals. Big reason why goals are not achieved in anything in life is mainly down to the fact that people do not actually set up steps to get to those goals. So outline the steps required to achieve each goal. What are they going to do differently on a day-to-day process to get to that goal? So are they going to study more, have a revision timetable, have a specific time when they go through that goal or whatever it is they're trying to achieve, and set the time to achieve it? Goals cannot be achieved if there's no time set to make sure people achieve them. So make sure, and part of the clear action plan could be, we're going to get a tutor to help you with this goal. We want you to improve your maths grade, and we're going to expect that there's going to be say 2 grades progress within this time frame, and we're going to get a tutor that will help you ensure you achieve that goal. So please do get your child involved, but also make sure there's a plan to get to the goal. So let's move fast. Number 6, have a plan to regularly monitor and evaluate. So regular monitoring and evaluation, it helps you to track progress and to provide feedback. This allows you for adjustments along the way. It might be you set a goal and that goal is quickly being achieved. Can we adjust the goal a little bit and move it? Because there's no point if the child has quickly achieved the goal, you need to stretch it, to make sure that they can still continue to drive themselves. So make sure there's regular monitoring and evaluation. Okay, it helps the child to stay on target towards that goal. And then the final thing, number 7, is celebration and adaptation. Okay, celebrate the goals that have been achieved, and sometimes not just the ultimate goal, but incremental progress that's leading to that goal. Give room. I mean, children are usually motivated, and sometimes it's just a sticker, sometimes it's just a little thing. But if it's a big goal like achieve 2 grades progress, tie a reward to that goal and say, if you achieve this, we're going to do this, we're going to go to that park you've always wanted to go, or we're going to get that football that you always love to have, or we're going to tie it to something that they can look forward to. It inspires and motivates the child. So ensure you have a plan to celebrate their success and to adapt if you need to. And sometimes adaptation may mean, oh, it looks like this goal is too much. Okay, let's bring it slightly lower to help you get there so that you can have something to look forward to and something you really enjoy. I hope these 7 tips have helped you. I'm going to mention them again. 1 is specificity. Be specific about the goal. Number 2 is realistic and attainable goals. Make sure that they are challenging, but they are not out of way. Number 3 is time bound. Make sure there's a specific time tied to it. Number 4, involve your child. Number 5, have a clear action plan. Number 6, regularly monitor and evaluate what you're doing. And finally, celebrate and adapt the goal. Thank you very much. If you find these sessions really helpful, please do share your comments below. But tell us also what you want to learn about or what you want to know. And definitely make sure you subscribe, but also share with other parents like yourself. It's Jonah at Jonah Talks Education. It's good to have you today. I'll see you sometime soon. Bye-bye.